Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. But today guys, we are back on some Fortnite Battle Royale. We're not going to be doing any gameplay. I mean, I guess you would consider it gameplay. But we're not going to be actually playing a match and trying to get a victory royale. We're not doing that at all today. What we're going to be doing, we're going to go into the playground mode. This is going to be more for like the beginner players. You know, maybe someone that just got their PlayStation or their Xbox or their PC, whatever. I actually know. Scratch that out. Just PlayStation, Xbox, because I can't really do like the PC. I'm not even on PC. But mostly for the people that are on PlayStation, Xbox, I'm going to give you guys some beginner tips with building and all that kind of stuff, because you guys know Fortnite is a battle royale that not only do you need to get some pretty good gun skill, you need to get your building on point. That is half the battle. You could have the best gun skill in the game, but if your building is complete trash, that's it. Like, you might as well forget about the gun skill. Building is probably one of the biggest advantages you could have over somebody in this game. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into Playground. We're going to, at least I'm going to show you guys some beginner tips. Because like I said, there are probably going to be some people that got their PlayStation or Xbox on Christmas Day. Because today is Christmas Eve. Just before I go on with anything else, Merry Christmas Eve or day, whenever you guys are watching this. Or just, you know, hopefully you guys are having a good day whenever you guys are watching this. Could be months down the line or something. But hopefully you guys did get whatever you wanted for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. Whatever holiday you guys celebrate, hopefully you guys did get whatever you need or want. I got everything I need / want. Like, I don't really need anything. I got everything. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to land in a spot that gives us a good amount of material. Like I said, we are in playground mode. This is going to be mostly for people that are beginners in this game. Like, straight up beginner. Because like I said, you know, even though obviously, you know, this is common. Like, to people like me, these builds are going to be common, right? Like, they're going to be super common. This is what we do every time when we play this game. But, for instance, somebody that just got their PlayStation or their Xbox and they want to learn, like, what to do, like, if they get into a gunfight. I mean, I really wish I had a friend right now to help me out. I guess this will do for now. But like I was saying, this is going to be mostly for beginners. So we're going to go ahead, break this tree down, and we're going to get some mats off it. Like I said, you can have the best gun skill in the game. Trust me. The best. You could be a god with your gun skill. But if you have no building, like if you don't know how to build, I mean, that, like, you already lost right there. Because if you're going up against someone that has not the best gun skill, but they got really good building, I mean, 9 times out of 10, that person's going to kill you. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, that one chance you might have on that person. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to do the first thing real quick. So let's say somebody is shooting at you, right? Somebody is shooting me. I want to go ahead, and usually I like to, because people like to put down a wall, right? I don't really like doing that, because sometimes I feel like the wall does screw me over. So what I like to do, before anything, my controller setup, I basically use Builder Pro. When it comes down to editing, I don't usually hold circle to do that. I have it on the right D-pad, because the right D-pad on just like a default like controller or like default setting, it doesn't do anything. I changed that to also be with edit. So instead of holding circle to actually edit, all I would have to do, I wouldn't hold, I would actually press right on the D-pad. Edit instantly goes down, R2, R2, O to confirm, and then, you know, open door. And then if I want to, you know, maybe make this wall, like, let's say, just regular wall without a door, I would hit right on the D-pad, X to reset, O, and then that would reset it. So realistically, when I'm doing it, like if I'm in-game and all that kind of stuff, I would go like this, and then like that. So, I mean, I guess that's one thing. So here is the setup right here if you guys want to see it. It's over here. So custom, I basically, like I said, have it as Builder Pro. And then when it comes to editing, because this is just for, like, let's say, because it's not going to be like that. It's going to be, hold on, where is it? Squad comms. It's going to be labeled as squad comms, but I got rid of that because squad comms is basically useless. And I just put it to edit. So that's one thing right there I can go ahead and show you. But anyways, like I was saying, let's say I'm in a gunfight, right? Some guy is chasing me. Normally what people would do, they would go ahead and put down a wall, and then, you know, try to go ahead and peek them. What I would do, this is what I always do, I always run at them with my ladder like this. So I would do that, and then I would just keep running at them with this, because if they're going to keep shooting, they're going to be only shooting this build down. So if anything, I'm just going to have this ladder right here to just keep me cover, and it gives me the advantage to get to them closer, and then I can go ahead, if I got a pump shotgun, if luck is on my side, I can go ahead and one pump them to the face. So I guess that would be like your first, like, basic build right there. If somebody is shooting at you, you would normally what people would do, they would put down this wall and then a ramp, and then they would go ahead, peek, maybe shoot them if they get lucky, if they're still peeking their head out. Also get this question asked a lot. Sometimes when I'm playing, I record some gameplay. Somebody always asks me, what are like my sensitivities for everything? So I'm going to go over here, show you guys my sensitivity for X sensitivity, Y sensitivity. I actually have it at 0.58. I used to have it at like 0.70. And the only reason why I had that was because before like Fortnite made building a separate sensitivity, I used to just have that sensitivity for both building and aiming down the sights, or just, you know, just to look around. I feel, for me personally, you know, a slower like sensitivity to move left, right, up, and down, I feel like for me personally, that works out a lot better. It's a lot more controllable, at least for me. You know, I haven't been spazzing out. My aim's been a little bit better with just this being slower. But for building, I think I have it. It's at 1.94, so basically almost at like the max build. So you guys can really see. So if I'm doing this, I'm literally going like this with my controller. It's not that like fast, but if I go to my build, I mean, you guys can tell a difference. Like it's pretty significant. It's fast. So my building sensitivity for me is always going to be faster, just because you want to get your builds on. I also recommend turning on turbo building. I think turbo build is always like automatically turned on. You know, I don't do auto run. I don't do auto material change. I don't do any of these. I just leave all these off right here. Like these, honestly, I don't even know what they do right here, but I just leave them off. Controller vibration, turn it off. I don't know why somebody would run around with controller vibration. Turn that shit off. That throws off your aim so much. Like I'm telling you, you guys don't turn it off, something's wrong with you guys. You definitely need to turn off controller vibration. But yeah, there's, I guess you could say, so like I said, let's say somebody's shooting at you. You would usually either, well, I would go ahead, ramp, and then wall, and then usually peek, shoot, and then hopefully to get the kill. All right, so here's another build. For example, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do the 1x1. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about like where somebody cubes themselves in. So this is usually when I'm playing, I see people like that are noobs or just new to the game. They like sometimes they don't even know how to build, and that's how I just built that. That's how sometimes they build. So like I said, there is turbo build. So I'm gonna destroy this because some people don't understand that turbo build, like as long as you're holding down whatever you want, it's just gonna build infinite. So if I'm doing this, like it's doing it. So like I'm doing that, I'm just holding it. Turbo build is amazing. You better turn it on, because if you're not turning it on, you are at a super big disadvantage. So let's say you're in the circle. You know, you're like the last 10 people, 5 people, whatever. And you want to build yourself some cover because, you know, you don't want to be in the open, right? So what you would do, you would go ahead, build you a cube. Cube yourself in. And then after you do it, you would go ahead, you'd put a ladder down, and then just do it again. Then all of a sudden, instead of putting down the ladder for the next one, you'd put down a flatbed and then put up another ladder. And you don't want to go too high with it. You want to go, I would say, at least 3 stories, because I think after like the 4th story you hit, you can actually take damage. So if I fall off from right here, yeah, I take some damage. So you don't want to do that. I think 3 stories is like the max without taking fall damage. After that, I think you just end up taking fall damage. But be careful, because if you are all the way up on the top and somebody can go ahead and jump down, they can just break down that little structure, that little build right there, and you will come crumbling down. So you still want to be careful. So that's like if you're in a top 5 situation, you know, you just want to stay alive. You're trying to get that win. You're in the open. You don't want to go ahead and just be exposed to everyone. So you would just go ahead, you'd build you a 1x1. That's what I would do. And then just, you know, go on with it. So this is exactly, let's say I was in that situation. What I'm doing, what I just did right there is exactly what I would have done. Like I said, you have to be careful, because somebody, they can go ahead, they see this spot, they can go ahead, shoot that, and I start crumbling down. I probably would take some fall damage, and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, so we're gonna be doing another build. This is another common build that you guys should learn, because, like I said, these builds, they're gonna be the basic builds that at least should help you survive. Maybe throughout your first games and all that kind of stuff. Maybe like throughout your first month of Fortnite. And then once you start getting used to it, trust me, guys, you will end up picking it up, okay? If I could pick up building in this game, anybody could. I'm dumb as they come when it comes to building in Fortnite. Like, I'm not the best builder. I am still trying to improve. But I wouldn't say I am the worst builder. I could at least say I am getting a lot better at it than what I used to. So, let's say you are just running around, you know, all that kind of stuff. Somebody shoots you, right? What you would do, what I would do at least, I would go ahead, I would build me, well, I did that way too fast, but I would go ahead, hold up, I would build me probably like a little 1x1, and then as I would do that, I would put a flatbed over, and then I'm not done yet. I would also put on a roof. Just in case they try to shoot the top, they're going to be shooting the roof, and then they have to shoot the flatbed in order to get down to me. And then if you really want to, if you guys really want to get crazy with it, I've been starting to do this recently, you can go ahead, build a roof right here, because if somebody is shooting you through this wall right here, they break down this wall, this is going to keep you covered. Like, you will not be shot at all. This is going to keep you covered. And, yeah, you can go ahead and continue with your healing process or whatever. And if somebody, let's say you're feeling a little edgy, you know, you want to go ahead, get that nice little shotgun kill. If they're around your build and, you know, you don't want to go ahead and get out, you can always go ahead, edit a window, shoot them, and then edit it back to a regular wall. And then if you get them with a headshot, they'll probably die most likely. At least if you're using a shotgun. So, like I said, if you are getting shot at, all you would do, well, all I would do, I would go ahead, build a little 1x1, put a flatbed, put a roof. If you want to get out of your build, there's multiple ways I can get out of here. I can edit this wall right here. I can edit these 3 right here and then get out. I could edit this one, get out. I could also, you know, make a door, get out. Or I could edit that, and then I'm out. So, it's just depending on how you want to get out. I mean, you don't really want to go ahead and waste time breaking down the wall because that does waste a lot of time. But editing and just building in general, it is going to take time. Trust me, it's a big learning curve. Building in this game is super, super hard. Like, you know, it looks easy, but it's a big learning curve. Like, once you learn to build, and if you have really good gun skill, I mean, most of the time, you're going to be winning your gunfights. Here's a little bit of another tip right here. So, I know people, when they get into build fights, right, like build-offs, they like to build all the way high up, right? Like, I remember just people building all the way up. And, you know, the smartest thing to do, let's say you are pretty high up there with somebody, right? Like, you guys are in a build fight and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, you guys are fighting. You guys are seeing, like, who's going to cower first and all that kind of stuff, right? So right now, you know, this is like honestly like a typical build off right now. What I'm doing, this is literally what somebody does. So what I would do if I don't feel like building up anymore, gotta be really careful when you do it because like I said, this height right here is definitely high enough to kill anybody. Even if you got full health and everything, this is definitely high enough to kill you. So because there is no redeployment in the actual game, you would have to manually go back down. So what I would do, get your build ready and get a flatbed ready because this right here is going to be your lifesaver. So you're going to want to kind of drop down and then build a flatbed. See, I'm not taking any damage. I'm getting down slowly. And then you want to go ahead, maybe do that again, and then go back to the ground. And that person, most likely for the most part, they always stay up for some reason. And then you can go ahead, destroy the build. This build's going to come crumbling down. And that person, without a freaking chance, that person's dead. You got the kill because you ended up destroying that build. And that person's going to be an angry man. Trust me, it's happened to me. I've done it to a lot of other people. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to get another build that is pretty hard to do. I mean, I don't think a lot of people could even do this build. Even that people that have been playing this game for a while. I'm starting to get a little bit better at it. Before, I was just amazed on how people were able to do it. So, it's basically, you're going to be building a ramp, a wall, and then a flatbed. So, before the old meta, people used to do like a ramp and then a wall and then a ramp, a wall, a ramp, a wall, a ramp, and a wall, right? That's what they would do. So if you were to encounter somebody, this is what I used to do at least. I used to do ramp, wall, ramp, wall, ramp, wall. But people started realizing now that even if you build this ramp right here, you can still shoot that part right there. And the build can go down. So, what people have started doing now, and I've been, like I said, I've been getting better at it. They've been building a ramp, a wall, and then for the next one, they would build a flatbed, a ramp, and then a wall. Because when you do that, that is actually 10 times harder to shoot down because you are not only shooting down the ramp, you're also shooting down this. So that takes a lot of freaking bullets. Not a lot of bullets, but that takes up a lot of time. And in a game like Fortnite where everything is just like that person easily can go ahead, peek their head, get a few headshots on you, and you're done. That's how that build would basically go. It would go ramp, wall, flatbed, ramp, wall, flatbed, ramp, wall. I mean, obviously, that's slow. What I just did, that was really slow. And, you know, just a little more, like, editing tips right here. So, put that down. If you press edit and then you hit that, that makes a wall. That makes a hole in the wall right there. You could do, like, a reset. You could do that, like, to the left side. You could do, like, that to the right side. If you do this on top, it does that. If you do this, it does that. I don't know why somebody would do that, but if you do this, it does that. So I guess that's a really nice one too. So you can also like do stuff, not like that. Hold up. You could do it like that, kind of like that. I don't know why somebody would do that. Oh, this is my favorite one right here. So let's say you're above somebody and somebody is literally right beneath you. This is my favorite. I love doing this with the flatbed. See, the flatbed, when you edit it, you can do it like that. You could drop down. You can even be standing on it. If you stand on it, you'll drop down. You can do that. You can do it like that. And then vice versa. You can do it on the other side. And then you can either do it like that. All three except that one thing right there. So let's say somebody's right beneath me, right? I got a flatbed. They have no clue I'm there. Edit, bam, bam, they're dead. I'm trying to see if there's any other builds. So basically, I basically did like the basics. Like I said, these are the basics, like the minimum basics that at least somebody that maybe loads up Fortnite for the first time, you know, they just got their PlayStation, their Xbox. I mean, you know what? I'm even saying too, maybe even PC, because even though it's not like the same controls, it's basically the same concept. So, you know, if somebody is shooting at you, what I would do normally, I'd build a ramp. And then I'd keep running towards them with the ramp. So look at this. Even if someone is shooting at me, I am building a ramp, so this gives me cover. Because like I said, if you build a wall, sometimes you can get stuck on it. At least when you build the ramp, even if you get stuck on it, you're still going to go over it just because it's a ramp. But with a wall, sometimes you end up getting stuck like that. But with the ramp, you can just keep doing that. And then let's say, you know, somebody really is shooting at you. They're holding their ground. You can go ahead, build a ramp, and then a wall. Pop up, shoot them, go back down, reload your gun. And then I forgot to mention, when you're doing this too, maybe even build your cover from the sides and then the back. And then even I personally do this for extra measures, do another one like that. So even when you are peeking your head, because your head will be exposed, and if you only have that one thing, like I said, your head is exposed, someone can go ahead and get a lucky snipe on you. So instead of risking all that, just do this. So the only person that would be only able to kill you would be the guy in front of you. So there's that. There's also, like I was saying, the 1x1. So like I said, turbo build's a must. So you just do that. Build you a 1x1. Build you a ladder. Another 1x1. Flatbed ladder. 1x1 flatbed ladder. 1x1 flatbed ladder. And then if you really want to get crazy with it, you know, build you some stairs from the side. Oop, we got to switch material. Build you some stairs on the side. Build like that. If you want to get crazy with it. Because I know before, you know, like I said, this is going to be a learning process, guys. You're not going to get this right away. This is going to be something that's going to take you some time to learn. Building, trust me. Building's a pain in the ass. So, that's if you are like top 5 situation, you know, you're in a nice spot, you know, you're basically in the middle of the circle, you want to build yourself some cover, and then go ahead if you really want, build you a flatbed so you don't end up accidentally falling. And then you can go ahead, peek each side, go like that. You can go like that. You can either shoot somebody from right here. You can shoot somebody from over here. But if you also want to, you know, shoot somebody from, let's say they're right there, but you don't want to actually poke out your head because you're afraid you might get sniped from the back or wherever, you can go ahead, build you a little hole, like edit a hole for you. You know, maybe get a shot right there. And then if you want, edit it back to a regular wall. So this is how this would look. And then let's say you don't feel like getting up in that build right there. You know, let's say you would rather fight that person on the ground. Go ahead. All you would have to do is just destroy the foundation. You destroy these 4 things right here. It doesn't matter how high the build is. This thing will start crumbling down because there's nothing that it's standing on. And then most likely from that height, that person's going to take some fall damage. Like I said, guys, these are the basics. Obviously, the more and more you keep playing this game, the better you're going to get. Trust me. Just because I'm showing you this, and let's say you're playing a game of Fortnite, some guy just completely destroys you, don't get upset. Trust me. This game, it's a big learning curve, especially with the building. You know, the gunfight, like back during the original first and second season, like that's really what people were doing, just straight up gunfights. But then someone figured out building was like just amazing in this game. And once you figure out building, you just got the biggest advantage over everybody. So like I was saying, you know, don't get upset whenever you lose your game. Trust me, you are going to get better if you keep playing the game. I don't know how you would get worse if you keep playing. That's kind of weird if you actually do get worse. Once you learn the basics and once you start getting better at the basics, the game gets a lot easier for you. And then if you already have good gun skill, then the game's going to just be so much better for you. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it, rate the video, subscribe if you guys are new. Share the video with channel growth. Thank you guys so much once again for watching it. Really do appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, guys. It's free. Make sure to turn on post notifications, guys. I'll upload. I really appreciate it. Also, when you guys do with the bell icon, make sure you guys check mark all. That'll mean a lot to me as well. But yeah, guys, Merry Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas Day, whenever you guys are watching this video. But yeah, those are basically the basics you need to learn in Fortnite, at least for building wise. So anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of the day. I'll talk to you guys all later. Peace out, guys.